Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm gonna show you how to make my personal blend of Creole seasoning. If you love making Creole style dishes like gumbos, jambalaya, etouffee, shrimp Creole, you need a really good Creole seasoning blend to make it as awesome as possible. There are some really good blends on the market, but you just don't know how long they've been sitting around or how fresh they are. So making them homemade is absolutely the way to go. And this is how I make mine. All right, guys, I got all my ingredients all set up here, and I just bought all these ingredients very recently, so I know how fresh they are. They're much more bold flavored, more vibrant, and it's gonna make a way better seasoning. With a Creole seasoning, it's a lot like a Cajun seasoning, and I have a recipe for that. But Cajun seasonings tend to use fewer ingredients and focus a little bit more on some of the bolder ingredients, whereas a Creole seasoning will usually have a few more ingredients added in, particularly focusing a little bit more on things like fresh herbs. So it's pretty different in many ways. My particular recipe includes the following. I have 6 tablespoons of paprika, pretty much the primary component, and 4 tablespoons of granulated garlic. Garlic powder is great too. And 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of cayenne. Now, cayenne's pretty spicy compared to the other ingredients, so you can use less of this if you want to. Me being a spicy food guy, I usually use more, but it's up to you. You can even omit it if you want to, but then I'd be kind of sad. And 2 tablespoons of black pepper and 2 tablespoons of white pepper. I really like the combination of white pepper with black pepper because it's sort of a mild and spicy combo. Just a nice balance for me. And 2 tablespoons of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of dried basil, and my recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of dried thyme, but they didn't have any fresh at the store, so I bought some thyme powder, so I'm gonna use a bit less, about half of it, but it'll work just right. And go ahead and mix together. This is a good large-ish batch that I'll be able to keep on hand, because it's one of those ingredients that I use constantly. I use it in so many recipes. It's kind of ridiculous how fast I go through this stuff. So all you're gonna do is just mix it until it's nice and uniform together. And you'll also notice I did not use salt, so let's talk about the salt. Salt is an ingredient that you can go ahead and add right now if you want to. You can add anywhere from a half teaspoon to a teaspoon or more to taste. But oftentimes I like to omit the salt for now in this blend, and then I'll add it later when I'm cooking. So that's a way that you can really control your salt intake if that's something important to you, and so you don't over salt your foods. All right, look at that. So I learned how to make Creole seasoning down in New Orleans. I have taken several cooking classes down there, and each chef made it slightly differently. This is my particular blend that I settled on as my personal favorite, but now I do encourage you guys to use this as your base, and you can start to customize as you wish. So again, you can omit some of the spices or add more if you want it to be hotter, add more cayenne, or make it milder, less cayenne, maybe a little more of the paprika or any of the other ingredients. It is super customizable. All right, let's talk about storage. I like to store my seasonings in airtight containers, and it's best to keep it in a cupboard or in a pantry, away from direct sunlight, because the sunlight will affect the overall quality of your seasoning. It's really best to use it within 3 to 6 months. I usually say 3, but it could be closer to 6. The spice blends start to lose potency after that. You can definitely still use them, and it'll last for years, honestly, but it loses potency, and it's so much better when it's fresh. So it's best to make a batch size that you're gonna use within, I would say 3 to 6 months, closer to 3, really. So this recipe here makes a cup and a half, and I'll definitely use that much in that amount of time, no problem. That's it, my friends. That is how you make my personal blend of Creole seasoning. I'd love to hear what you think of the recipe in the comments below. And I also love to hear like how you're gonna make it your own and change it up. And really would love to hear what you're gonna make with this amazing Creole blend. So hey, if you're looking for more recipes, you know the drill, right? Boom and boom, 2 amazing things right here that are gonna taste delicious for you. So all right, I hope to see you guys in the kitchen next time. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.